President Donald Trump on Tuesday said talks between the U.S. and Iran could restart this week in Pakistan as American armed forces imposed a naval blockade on Iranian ports and coastal areas. In an interview with the New York Post, said negotiations could be happening over the next 2 days in Pakistan. An initial round of peace talks in Islamabad fell apart over disagreements about the future of Iran's nuclear enrichment program. U.S. Central Command on Tuesday hailed the American blockade on Iran a success, saying no ships managed to pass the restricted areas during the first 24 hours of the blockade. 6 commercial vessels complied with orders to turn around, CENTCOM added. In Washington, Secretary of State Marco Rubio hosted talks between envoys from Lebanon and Israel, the first diplomatic talks between the two countries in decades. The negotiations come as Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah continued to trade strikes and rocket fire. Days after Israel and the U.S. launched the war on Iran, Hezbollah fired rockets at northern Israel in support of Tehran. Israel responded with a punishing bombing campaign that devastated parts of Beirut and a ground invasion into a large section of southern Lebanon. King Charles' upcoming trip to the United States, where he plans to sit down for tea with President Trump, is making waves across the pond, where lawmakers say the United Kingdom needs to draw a hard line with Trump over his wartime rhetoric. The king and his wife, Queen Camilla, are set to head to the U.S. on April 27th for a 4-day visit, marking the 250th anniversary of American independence from the Crown. Their trip itinerary includes a ceremonial dinner at the White House, an address to Congress by King Charles, and a trip to New York to meet with family members of 9/11 victims. Ed Davey, a member of Parliament and leader of the Liberal Democrats Party, called on Prime Minister Keir Starmer to urge the king to call off the visit, warning Charles could be used as a prop to signal British support for the war. He is no friend of the United Kingdom. He is no leader of the free world. He is a corrupt gangster, and that is how we must treat him, said Davey of Trump. I really fear for what Trump might say or do while our king is forced to stand by his side. We cannot put His Majesty in that position. Davey singled out Trump's comments on April 7th about wiping out Iran's whole civilization. The Crown says it will proceed as planned. The visit recognizes the challenges the United Kingdom, the United States, and our allies face across the world, a Buckingham Palace spokesperson said Tuesday. This visit is a moment to reaffirm and renew our bilateral ties as we address those challenges together in the UK's national interest. Trump says U.S.-Iran peace talks could restart this week.